these games and hand them the chip. You're a snake.
Was he lying?
No. You know what's best for our team? That we don't vote each other in.
Ninja is a grown-ass woman. Leroy is a grown-ass man. That was their votes. Josh is just mad that he is outnumbered.
Let's get right into it. As we saw in that last clip, Josh seemed to have lost his mind. Is everybody, as Jordan said, just puppets in Pauly and Cara Maria's game?
Honestly, no. They're all just mad because at first they tried to control the game. They tried playing sneaky when we were really about the team. And since they got exposed and we sent all of their friends home, now they're like, oh, y'all are puppets. Like, nah, you're just mad because you've been picked a side earlier and it wasn't our side.
Well, I love how Team USA is dominating the game this season as Team UK is dropping like flies. Last night in the Under Siege Challenge, you guys pulled out yet another win, this time in the sudden death round. What is it about the competition that Team UK isn't getting?
I honestly think that what Team UK is missing is just the experience, to be completely honest. Our team, we are stacked and loaded with people that has done this a million times. And on their team, I'm just like, wow, CT is really all they have as far as vets are concerned. So I would say that's like their biggest downfall.
Well, I want to talk about the real tea from last night. You and Leroy seem to rekindle your relationship with the help of some challenge therapy assisted by the love doctor himself, CT. Let's take a look.
No matter what we go through, we always still just gravitate right back to each other.
You wanted too much more than he was willing to give, even though he wanted. You chased him away. You had a big wall up and you couldn't give away your feelings as fast as she wanted to do.
She's slowly opening up more to me, and I'm happy about that.
Okay, Dr. Phil, listen, you said you came into the game this season without intentions of communicating with him, but what is it about Leroy that makes you gravitate his way? Like, what's that about?
I think we gravitated each other's way because just from like how we ended things, we never ended it like as adults. We ended things on really bad terms. And I think we were both super curious, like, hey, like, why did things happen like this? Why did you feel like this? Did I hurt you because you hurt me when you did this? Like we really got a chance to explore a lot of those conversations. So I think that's why we were just super curious to know why we couldn't stop hurting each other.
Can you tease to me where you guys are today?
I would say that we're really good friends today.
Okay.
Like, I know y'all are calling it couples therapy, but I think it was like really good friendship therapy. And I'm just happy that like the guy that I initially met and fell for, like, I feel like I kind of have him back in that sense. Like I have my best friend back.
The friend that you kissed and had a 10-second sex with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was it weird when CT started giving you love advice?
It was so funny. It wasn't really weird. He's a married man, so I'm sure he's been through a lot. You know, he's way older than me, so I'm gonna listen to the wisdom that he's gonna tell me because I'm like, all right, like, what do I need to know? Where did I go wrong? What did I do? Like, I need to know.
Yes, respect your elders.
Yes.
There was also a pretty serious moment last night that we saw Dee kind of push herself way too hard training for the competition. She ended up in a medical emergency. Let's take a look at that.
When I get to the bathroom, Dee's making some weird noises and she's covered in her own vomit. She looks in a real bad place and I'm really starting to worry.
Everyone's outside, okay? So don't worry about anything.
How can she run a final if she's passing out after 15 laps around the pool?
So Dee was severely dehydrated and spent the night in the hospital. Do you feel that was a sign of weakness on her part?
No, I wouldn't call it weakness. As she said, I feel like she was trying to keep up with other people in this game. Don't try to keep up with nobody but yourself. It's not just an athletic game. To be a really amazing challenger, you have to be very well-rounded. You have to be athletic. I think a little bit of everything is good. You have to be a little bit smart, a little bit athletic, a little bit social. And I think she had all the other areas unlocked. You don't have to try to be the best athlete to win this game because athleticism isn't all that it takes. I think she was just trying to be the best all around. The thing with Dee too, a lot of people, they considered her a layup and they were like, yeah, like you'll never do this, you'll never do that. So she was trying to prove to other people how good she was. And not only that, I think she was trying to prove it to herself. She's like, wait, like, what they're saying, is it true? Like, am I weak? Am I a layup? And I think she was trying to prove it to herself.
I get it. Makes a lot of sense. Well, speaking of heat, tensions were high in the house last night as we saw Paulie and Theo get into it and have a bizarre interaction. What was going on?
I don't know. All I know is Paulie is getting into Theo's space. He starts licking him. Theo licks him back. And I'm like, wait, are y'all flirting or fighting? I did not know what was going on, but that is not, I don't know. That's something I do with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, not somebody I'm arguing with.
Yeah, I mean, that was just as much action as you and Leroy were having, really.
Exactly. I was like, wow, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
We also saw Jordan and Turbo get into a wild exchange because Turbo admitted that he was tired during the challenge. Let's take a look at that.
God, okay.
Tori and I are really considering swapping teams and take this thing over with the underdogs.
You're talking behind my back.
I'm saying everything I just
you
said,
are the
word
best.
for
If you are
word.
thinking you are best for me, we will go next elimination. Shake my hand right now, we will go.
So it appeared this was instigated by Ashley and Cara Maria. Did you know that they were orchestrating this whole thing?
The thing is, Jordan, he has a way of picking on people. And I think Ashley and Cara were very fed up at how Jordan was talking down to a lot of the people on our team. So they said, all right, well, can you pick on somebody your own size, which Turbo is his same exact size. So they just wanted to see if Jordan was going to keep that same energy, which he really did not. So I think they just did that to prove a point.
Do you think that's going to help Jordan with his plot to be a turncoat and take the game over from the other side?
I don't think it's going to help Jordan because Jordan's going to do whatever my alliance wants him to do. He's not going to do what he wants to do when he decides to do it. It's whatever like our alliance wants, if that makes sense. Because at this point, we are running the game.
You are running the game, and I am rooting for you guys to take it to the end. Kam, thank you so much for chatting with me. Catch the challenge War of the Worlds 2 Wednesday nights at 9, 8 Central on MTV.